This past week, the governor of Ogun State, Nigeria, Dr. Dapo Abiodun, appointed a grand sports ambassador for the state. For all intents and purposes, it was the usual ceremonial title until he explained to journalists the responsibility of the new office to supervise the establishment of a sports ecosystem and environment for Ogun State beyond the National Sports Festival that starts in a week. It was new music to the ears. It is the first attempt in Nigeria to deliberately explore and deploy the power of sports to impact society beyond the usual medals and trophies. For decades, sport has provided pyrrhic unification of Nigerians during major international events. That important aspect of the power of sport is neither sustained nor developed into a national project after the event. Governments have not understood how to make sport a catalytic tool for socio-economic, cultural, and even diplomatic objectives in Nigeria. This new development in Ogun State will therefore be a first deliberate attempt to harness the power of sport beyond sport, for which Governor Dapo Abiodun deservedly must take credit. Over 2 decades ago, I visited the Amsterdam Arena. It has now been renamed Johan Cruyff Arena in honor of the greatest football player out of Holland. The visit was part of my early lessons in the study of the business of sport. During my participation at the first Soccer Expo in Singapore, the Dutch delegation prescribed a visit to the Amsterdam Arena as the first step towards enlightenment for all those interested in understanding the sports business. I took the hint and visited. It was to become a life-changing experience. I spent 2 days in Amsterdam. Touring the arena complex was eye-opening, like moving from the pitch darkness of night into the bright sunlight of day. The general manager's introductory remarks became the foundation of my new knowledge. The Amsterdam Arena is the home ground of the biggest football club in Holland, AFC Ajax. The club plays its home matches once every fortnight inside the 56,120 capacity football stadium. The entire ceremony of the match lasts approximately 5 hours on that day. Then, an earthquake of revelations followed that fertilized my imagination and captured my full attention. 1. The football match is the least of the activities that go on in that sprawling environment that is brimming with activities. 2. The Amsterdam Arena never sleeps. It is a perpetual motion machine running 24 hours a day, 8 days a week, all year long. So, what are the activities that make the arena a cash cow, one of the most substantial contributors to the GDP of the Amsterdam municipality and of Holland itself? The Amsterdam Arena is a magnet for the average visitor and tourist to Holland. It is a magnificent edifice and destination that has hosted some of the biggest business conferences and social events in the world. Its main bowl, with a retractable roof, can seat 70,000 fans. It has hosted musical concerts of some of the biggest stars on the planet: Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, Beyoncé, etc. For business, the huge stadium complex has 63 executive suites. casinos, cinemas, studios, conference centers, souvenir shops, shopping malls, radio and television studios, museums, galleries, hotels, beauty clinics and parlors, fashion houses, outdoor and indoor restaurants, bars, nightclubs, gyms, betting shops, viewing centers, fan parks, travel and tour agencies, sports shops offering AFC Ajax souvenirs, training grounds for other sports, medical clinics and hospitals, business offices, and so on. The arena is a beehive of activity day and night, with a little of everything for every patron and visitor that comes to Amsterdam and is pulled to the environment by the power of AFC Ajax. They are lavishly served fun and a full diet of genuine hospitality. In the business of sport, the first and biggest lesson is that the least activity in the ecosystem is the actual physical sport. It is even more so when a country or state hosts a major sporting event. Take the World Cup of football, for example. From bidding to hosting the world's most important and lucrative sports event is a period between 7 and 8 years. The least activity during this period for the host country are the football matches that take place at the very end, the 1 month of the championship. The most engaging activities are turning the country into a welcoming environment to make the last 1 month of football matches a unique experience and greatest advertisement opportunity for the best aspects of the country. The consequence is an embarkation on a gigantic project that becomes the biggest and fastest development program for the country. For the 7 or 8 years, the entire country becomes a construction site, involving modernization of the sports facilities and infrastructure, and rapid development of all other sectors, including transport, security, hospitality, trade and commerce, medical, science, technology, telecommunications, broadcasting and the media, immigration, culture, environment, security, entertainment, business, climate change, and so on and so forth. All of these are impacted in preparation to warmly welcome and to lavishly fit the over 1 million traveling army of fans and tourists from all over the world that follow the World Cup, providing them with the best experience the country can offer. That's why the process of selecting a host country or countries for major international sports events in the world has become laden with deep politics and allegations of deep corruption. The Gateway Games and Ogun State. Since the inception of the National Sports Festival in 1973, there has never been a deliberate action by hosting states to develop an economy around it beyond the Games. Ogun State is therefore setting a new target by naming a grand ambassador to oversee the takeoff point of a sports economy for the state beyond the festival. It will start with the careful establishment of a night economy for the host towns and how to sustain it after the festival. The Ogun State government has put in place some important sports and other facilities that can be deployed to kickstart the program. It is an absolutely daunting challenge, but one that can be achieved with the divine favor of the elements. The refurbished MKO Abiola International Sports City Complex in Abeokuta will be the epicenter of this revolution.